Dun, dun. Hello. Coming soon, Venus, Jupiter, and waxing moon. I put an exclamation point at the end of the title. It's kind of fun. Soul Arts, Energy, Communiqué, and Calendar, June 14th to the 18th, 2026. I'm your host, Mary-Laurence Bevington. Having some internet interference here in the airwaves. Who knows what's happening? Hopefully, this will all work. We shall see. Look west on June 16th, 17th. And in addition to Venus as an evening star and Jupiter in his nighttime best, you will see a sliver of hope waxing crescent caught inside on a big set of astro waves. May there be severe clear in the atmosphere, for it will make your night. I put another exclamation point there. I like exclamation points. They're kind of fun. They're like alive, so much life force in the exclamation point. P.S. While the planets are helter-skeltering, we always have Venus. Oh, yes, we always have Venus. She will abide by us just as the dude abides. So she does till her retrograde in late August returns her to the sea. I'm going to read that sentence again because I goofed. She, that would be Venus, she will abide by us just as the dude abides, so she does, till her retrograde in late August returns her to the sea. It occurs to me that some of my grammar might have been a little funny in there, but oh well, c'est la vie. One more PS. How you doing? I mean, like, really, how you doing? It's kind of a big time we're going through, eh? Okay, let's keep going. Bum, ba-da-da. This is really great image by Zoltan Tasi, licensed by Unsplash, and it's Venice, and it's piers in the water, and you can see the sea on the piers and the way the sea interacts with material world. I chose this image because it brought to mind something beautiful returning to, arising from, returning to and arising from water, like Venus in her births and retrograde dances. All right, y'all, let's move on to the Kalendarski, June 14th to the 18th, 2026, in brief. Times given are Eastern Daylight Time, which is Greenwich Mean Time minus 5 hours. New dawn. That's today. I'm recording, but it's morning. We're hours and hours from the exact point, but we're close enough. June 14th, new moon at 10:54 p.m. at 14 degrees and 32 minutes of Gemini. That's the middle third of the degrees, the second decan is what that's called. And put that on the shelf. It's going to come back in just a second. Luna will go dark. We'll miss her, but keep in mind she'll be near her perigee, close still, and allowing us space to see the starry, starry night. The orb of influence arises about 36 hours before the exact conjoining of our sun and Luna and lasts about 36 hours after this new moon. As K.M. Garland teaches, you might feel it more strongly before the exact point and less so afterwards. I love how, going off piece again, KM talks about often the orb of influence is a bit like a bell curve, so we feel it prior to a little more than after. I often discuss it from the perspective of Vedic astrology that has to do with nectar building up in the full moon and then nectar decreasing in the new moon. So it's like the nectar that falls into our thousand-petaled lotus chakra, and the lotus chakra catches the nectar, and that's why in the full moon we're kind of like, ah, and then in the new moon we're sometimes bereft and full of existential angst because that nectar has fallen away. So that's why we're feeling it right now. Like you might have woken up, maybe, I don't know, just a little different. I don't know if it's good or bad. It's a little different. Sense, feel, and act in a warm way, even if you're stuck with thoughts looping and discursive. You may feel activated in your heart as well as your small intestine meridian lines, which stream from your chest through your arms to your hands. Likewise, your respiratory system and your nervous system may feel sensitive. So the Mercury rules this new moon, and then that Decan piece brings Venus in as well because of the degrees being in the middle. You jump to the next air sign, so Libra in this case, and Venus in a spiritual sense rules Libra. So we've got Mercury and Venus as big players in this new moon, and then the new moon itself feeling like Luna's disappeared. So it's got there's kind of a little bit of that post-traumatic stress vibe happening with this one. You may feel that combo, the yin and the yang of the heart meridian lines, as well as the small intestine lines. So having, sorting through is what the small intestine does. It takes the good nutrients and lets go the bad for us. And our heart, of course, beats our oxygenated blood arterially through our body, and then it receives the venous return. In this case, it's spelled Venous. So it's through the veins rather than Venus, the planet. It receives that blood and then eventually circulates it back into oxygenated blood, etc. So we got that going for us, which is nice. But anyway, those biologies may feel affected psychophysically in this new moon. We'll see. Okay, let's do the Cali, guys. June 12th, I did a throwback date because I forgot to mention one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, Billy. He's a soulmate friend. Billy R's birthday. Yay! Okay, let's go into the calendar proper. June 14th, that's our new moon. Again, it's exact at 10:54 p.m. That's Eastern Daylight Time. 14 degrees, 32 minutes of Gemini. And the question that we've been asking all week, what must we release from the life we've been living in order to live the life we want to live? Ruled by Mercury with the help of Venus. Also, June 14th, new moons, like full ones, bring on a phase change, as in hello, first quarter. Turn your dial to 10:54 p.m. for the shifteroo. Subtle, but they're all the same and part of the effort to bring in a new dawn, a new day, a new life for us. June 14th, 15th, longish lunar transit. Luna leaves Gemini at that exact point, 10:54 p.m., enters Cancer on June 15th at 8:14 a.m. Shorter than some of the ones we've been having lately. So we've been kind of in training. This might not feel like much, really. It's 9 hours or what have you. Time to dream and trust that all you speak, write, express is dreaming you to. June 15th, Venus sextiles Uranus at 6:53 p.m., 60-degree aspect. May feel adventuresome with the love and the revolutionary coming together. June 16th, Islamic New Year at sundown, and Luna's in Cancer all day long, baby. Isn't that interesting how the Islamic New Year is much closer to the solstice, whereas some of the other New Years we see are a little closer to the equinox? But then on the opposite pole, for example, in the West, in a lot of the, say, Christian observances, the New Year happens after the other solstice. So, at any rate, let's keep going. June 16th, Venus trine Neptune at 11:41 p.m., 120-degree angle. May it feel happy. Yeah, they're old friends. They're kind of from the same realm. They have a familiarity with each other, Neptune and Venus, and that trine's just so sweet. It's like the harmony of the spheres. It's the choir of angels singing. June 17th, Luna enjoys 5 hours transiting from Cancer, and you probably remember that's not a giantly long transit. It's much more like a medium, sort of more normalish, beginning at 3:41 a.m. to Leo, where she's expected at 8:05 a.m. That's all happening that same day, June 17th. Moving on, same day. Venus opposes Pluto at 4:38 p.m., 180-degree angle, a standoff between a sea of love and the great destroyer. Hold on to your driftwood and stay afloat, friends. It's like heated rivalry. You know that the face off with and hockey, ice hockey at the very beginning. And Heated Rivalry kept doing that. And what's funny in Heated Rivalry, the TV show, you look at a face-off and they're opposing teams. It looks like they're competitive and everything. But meanwhile, in Heated Rivalry, it would be the two lovers facing off. So paradoxes within paradoxes, like nesting Russian dolls. June 18th, Luna's in Leo all day long, baby. Give yourself a moment. Please, please, please give yourself a moment with Luna and Leo all day long. Leo, so expressive, ruled by Jupiter, ruled by the sun, so much in there, and fun. Leo's fun. You don't want to suck all the oxygen out of the room. Not that fun, but be fun. What the heck? Play, because deep play is our nature. Our species requires it. I'll save that for another day, but um, a lot of my academic work is on deep play, actually. It's kind of cool. I'll save that for another day too. June 18th, Sun semi-sextile Jupiter at 4:07 p.m. So semi-sextiles are a 30-degree angle. They're pretty weak, but they're nudgy, Oh man alive. Our inner selves may feel itchy, awkward around our present time growth period. No matter. Just wait, and all will fade into the distance. That's the beauty of a little like chill angle, like a 30 degree, because it's going to shift. Plus, Jupiter's moving pretty quickly, Sun's moving pretty quickly, so it goes into something different soon enough. June 18th is Paul McCartney's birthday, and he'll be 84. Yeah, amazing, huh? 84. He was born after the Blitz in World War II, but near where it all went down, born out of the rubble in a sense, just metaphorically speaking, in Liverpool. And yeah, what a great gift he has been to our earth. Boy, his music, his joy, his kindness. And that's also the day of a dear friend Rit's passing, or might have happened June 19th, unattended death. At the moment of death, I have a few people in my life like that where the death was like not known. I always find that interesting. My intuition is that Rit did die on June 18th. It was on Mount Foraker, which is indigenously called Sultana. It's Denali's little sister. And cause was an avalanche, and Tom Walter died, Tom W, let's say, died the same day. And my friend Colby survived, got himself down from the mountain, took 6 days. He self-rescued over a span of 6 days, and via his own amazingness, and he endured quite a lot of injuredness in his body, all the same, too. Wild stuff. Okay. Let's move towards a happy. So June 18th is the eve of Juneteenth. Yay! So happy. Goodness, goodness. I want to thank y'all for being here. Special thanks to Alex, Adub, Big Ricky, Deanna, Ginger, Jude, Kelly, KM, Laura M, Lazardsky, Marnie, PJ, Peggy, Fally, Siegel, Soster, Terry, Tina Z, and Charles. Thanks for being here. Appreciate your stopping by. Yours and carrying the light. Oh, yeah. I get my inspirations from Llewellyn's 2026 Astrological Daily Ephemeris and Aspectarian. No footnotes today. Pretty cool, huh? Fun, fun. All right, I'll catch y'all on the flip. Happy new moon. Bye.